Today we're talking about why do you feel drained around certain people. So this week somebody sat across from me and she said something that I hear all the time. She asked me, I don't understand how around some people when I finish conversations with them, I feel drained, done, not physically, emotionally and mentally. Almost if somebody like plugs you off, just sucks all your energy out, right? And I'm sure you've experienced this as well. You can spend an afternoon with a person and you leave and you feel peaceful, or sometimes you spend 10 minutes with one person and you feel like you're done for the rest of the day. There is no energy left, no life energy, right? You keep questioning yourself too. You're like, did I do something wrong? Did I offend them? Should I have explained myself differently? How did that person felt after our conversation? You reply the conversation over and over in your head, and there is this sense of heaviness, right? Your chest feels tight, almost as if it's been some sort of like a traumatic experience. Um, Anxiety, anxiousness, right? And you don't even know why. You don't even understand. And there is a big theory, and a lot of people just assume it's around a toxic person. And yes, that sometimes is true, but that's not the direction I want to talk about, because for us, people that come from trauma, very often it's something much more deeper. So let me ask you something. When you're talking to people, are you actually listening to them, or are you constantly watching them, watching how they are responding to you, like how they are, I don't know, their face, their tone, their body language? It's basically you are just trying to make sure that they don't get too upset from your words. You make sure that they always feel comfortable. Okay, it's like you're putting so much energy into that other person just to make sure you don't disappoint them, there'll be no misunderstandings. And while you do that, while it's happening, you're not even having a conversation. You're not even being, you can't even be comfortable with that person because your nervous system is working the entire time trying to regulate another person. Your nervous system is scanning, protecting, trying to keep both of you emotionally safe. And that takes so much energy from you. And usually, people that do that, and I used to do it a lot too, that's why it's a topic that really talks to me. We don't choose to do it. You learned it. Learned it probably from growing up. That you need to learn that you always have to be careful what you say. You say something wrong and you get a very like bad reaction, a violent reaction, right? Something happened and you learned to quietly, like to slowly quiet yourself down. You cannot speak your truth. You need to adapt. You need to be emotionally adapting to other people, even if it comes on your own expense. You know what I'm talking about? And because you've done it and you became incredibly good at learning those other people and managing their emotions, you never learned when to stop. Even if that person that taught you that or that trauma is long past behind you, it doesn't matter. You're constantly doing this. You leave conversation carrying emotions that don't even belong to you. And then you go home exhausted, you replay everything, you question yourself, and little by little, you lose connection with your voice. You don't even, you can't even say what you think. You can't even be true to yourself because you learned for so many years that that's not allowed, that that's dangerous, right? And like I said, that's just by talking about it, that's exhausting. Now, for the good part, this isn't your personality, it's a pattern, and patterns can change, okay? Because first of all, once you even understand what I'm saying and you're creating the awareness, boom, automatically the change starts. But also, when your nervous system learns through work and through recognition and through awareness to start feeling more and more safe, you stop carrying those conversations with you. You stop regulating other people on your own expense. You start trusting yourself again. You start allowing yourself to be more expressive in a safe way. And then conversations start feeling natural, peaceful. You can express yourself without being scared of what the other person will think about you, how they'll feel from your words. And then reaction with other people actually starts being very enjoyable. You allow yourself to let go. So if this feels, if you feel like everything I said here, it's kind of something that you recognize, just start noticing. Really notice when you, like, how you become around people. Notice when you go to that protection mode. Awareness, like I said, is always the first step of healing, always. And I also, of course, created a free guide, a free practice on my website that can help you begin to reconnect with your body and calm in your nervous system. It's completely for free. You can download it. All the stuff there are for you to download and start working with yourself. Of course, if you decide that you want help and you want to go deeper and really understanding where those patterns came from and how you came to be, we have a 30-minute clarity call that shows you all the path from where you are until a place where you're more aligned through healing. It's not a sales call, it's just a conversation. And I just want to tell you one thing before you go, that if you liked this video and if there's something talking to you, please watch our next video. My next video in the series is, are you always waiting for something bad to happen? And these patterns are actually deeply, deeply connected. So watch our next video and I'll see you there.